Hey there, demons and ghouls. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the dark heart of the unknown, exploring chilling tales and spine-tingling locations that make even the bravest souls sleep with the lights on. From ancient fortresses to abandoned hospitals, these places are soaked in history, tragedy, and whispers of restless spirits. So, whether you're a seasoned ghost hunter or a curious skeptic, buckle up and grab your EMF reader because we're about to embark on a terrifying journey to the top 10 most haunted places in the world. Our spooky adventure begins in London, England, at the infamous Tower of London. This historic fortress has served as a royal palace, a treasury, and yes, even a prison. For centuries, this place was a stage for executions, imprisonments, and some truly gruesome ends. One of the most famous residents is Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. After being accused of treason, she was beheaded in 1536. Her ghostly figure, sometimes with her head tucked under her arm, is said to haunt the Tower Green. And let's not forget the two young princes rumoured to have been murdered within these very walls. Their playful spirits are said to be seen around the tower, forever frozen in their childhood innocence. Next, we travel to Estes Park, Colorado, home to the grand and imposing Stanley Hotel. You might recognize this hotel as the inspiration for Stephen King's chilling novel, The Shining. King and his wife were the only guests at the hotel back in 1974, and the experience left a lasting impression. Guests have reported all sorts of strange occurrences, from disembodied laughter and piano music echoing through the halls, to the feeling of being watched or even touched by unseen hands. Room 217, the very room that terrified Stephen King, is said to be a hotbed of paranormal activity. Guests have reported luggage being unpacked, lights flickering, and the distinct feeling of someone or something joining them in bed. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to enter the crumbling walls of Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This former prison, once considered a model of reform, is now a chilling reminder of the dark side of human nature. For nearly 150 years, Eastern State Penitentiary housed some of the most notorious criminals in American history. The psychological toll of solitary confinement was devastating, driving many inmates to madness. Today, visitors and paranormal investigators report feeling an overwhelming sense of dread. Shadowy figures darting down corridors and disembodied voices whispering from empty cells. Our next stop takes us deep into the heart of Louisiana, to a plantation steeped in southern charm and a whole lot of tragedy. The Myrtles Plantation, with its sprawling grounds and antebellum architecture, is as beautiful as it is unsettling. One of the most enduring legends is that of Chloe, a slave who was said to have poisoned her mistress and children. Chloe's spirit is said to roam the plantation, her image often captured in mirrors and photographs. Guests and staff have reported seeing children peering from windows, hearing footsteps on the stairs, and even feeling the touch of unseen hands. It seems the tragic past of the Myrtles Plantation continues to haunt its present. All aboard, ghost hunters, as we set sail on the RMS Queen Mary, a retired ocean liner in Long Beach, California. Once a symbol of luxury, it's now one of the most haunted places at sea, or at dock. During World War II, it was a troop transport ship, and spirits of those who perished still linger. A sailor was crushed to death in Door 13, and his ghostly moans are heard near that spot. A young girl drowned in the first-class pool, her laughter echoing through the decks, and the lady in white seen gliding through the ballroom, searching for her lost love. Get ready to step back in time, because we're heading to Gloucestershire, England, to visit the ancient Ram Inn. This charming, albeit slightly worse for wear, inn has stood for over 800 years, and let's just say it's seen some things. Built on a pagan burial ground and rumoured to have once been a witch's hideout, the ancient Ram Inn is practically overflowing with paranormal activity. Guests have reported furniture moving on its own, objects flying across rooms, and even being physically attacked by unseen forces. The inn's most active room, known as the Witch's Room, is said to be haunted by the spirit of a woman accused of witchcraft. And if that's not enough to make you sleep with the lights on, guests have also reported seeing the apparitions of children, a monk, and even a succubus lurking within the inn's ancient walls. Just off the coast of Venice, Italy, lies Poveglia Island, shrouded in darkness and despair. For centuries, it served as a quarantine zone for plague victims. Thousands succumbed to the disease, turning it into a mass grave. Over 160,000 souls perished, their bodies often burned in pyres. Spirits of plague victims and asylum patients are said to roam the island. Visitors report dread, disembodied voices and ghostly apparitions. We venture now to the base of Mount Fuji in Japan, to a place both hauntingly beautiful and deeply unsettling, Aokigahara Forest. Also known as the Sea of Trees, this dense forest has an eerie silence that can be felt deep within your bones. In Japanese mythology, it's said to be a place where demons dwell and souls go astray. Tragically, the forest is known as a place where people go to end their lives. The spirits of those who have died are said to linger lost and confused, unable to find peace. Hold your breath and grab a flashlight because we're descending into the dark underbelly of Paris, France, to explore the catacombs. This labyrinthine network of tunnels and chambers holds the skeletal remains of over 6 million Parisians, a chilling reminder of the city's mortality. The bones were arranged in a macabre yet strangely beautiful display, creating a subterranean world unlike any other. Visitors have reported feeling cold spots, hearing whispers and footsteps, and even seeing shadowy figures darting through the tunnels. Whether it's the sheer number of bodies or the eerie atmosphere, there's no denying that the catacombs of Paris are a place where the veil between the living and the dead feels incredibly thin. Our final stop takes us to San Jose, California, to a house that's as fascinating as it is frightening, the Winchester Mystery House. This sprawling 160-room mansion is a testament to one woman's grief, guilt, and obsession with the supernatural. Sarah Winchester, the heiress to the Winchester rifle fortune, believed that her family was cursed by the spirits of those killed by the company's firearms. On the advice of a medium, she began construction on the house in 1884 and never stopped. The result is an architectural oddity filled with staircases that lead nowhere, doors that open to walls, and windows that look into other rooms. Visitors and staff have reported seeing Sarah's ghost, as well as other apparitions, hearing disembodied voices and feeling cold spots. Well, there you have it, folks. A terrifying tour of some of the most haunted places in the world. From ancient prisons to haunted forests, these locations offer a glimpse into the dark side of history and the mysteries of the afterlife. But here's a question for you, brave souls. Would you dare to spend a night alone in any of these places? Could you handle the unexplained noises, the icy cold spots, the feeling of being watched, or maybe even touched by unseen hands? Let me know in the comments below which of these haunted hotspots gave you the biggest chills, and if you have any bone-chilling experiences of your own. And hey, if you're feeling brave, maybe we'll do a part 2. Until next time, sweet dreams.